New tonight, health officials in Fairfax County say local opioid overdose deaths have now reached the lowest point in 10 years.
Fox 5's Sydney Persing just took a close look at the new data, and she joins us live now from Fairfax County with some context from doctors and also reaction from a father who lost his son to a fentanyl overdose. Sydney?
Yeah, Jim, Angie, look, there's no doubt that this new data is positive and promising, but experts and advocates alike, they warn tonight this is not a reason to get comfortable. You're going to hear from them in just a moment, but first let's take a closer look at the data. So those officials here in Fairfax County tonight say opioid overdose fatalities are now down 52% since their height in 2023. It was that year 117 people died in the Fairfax Health District. That number then dropped to 72 in 2024, and we now know tonight it dropped to 56 last year in 2025. That is the lowest annual number, officials say, since 2015. And the decrease, they add, follows state and national trends. I just spoke with Caden Foster's father. Caden, you might remember, was 18, a senior at Centerville High School, a beloved student athlete about to head off to college when he died from a fentanyl overdose in 2023 after taking a pill he believed was Percocet. His dad, Sean, told me this data is absolutely a good thing, what he and so many other folks have been working towards, but he also said to please take his son's story as proof. This data is nowhere close to a reason for families to let their guards down.
A loss like this leaves a hole that is absolutely unfillable, and you can't understand what this is like to go through unless you're going through it, and at that point it's too late. I thought I understood what the word permanent meant, but not really until this happened. I mean, there's nothing more permanent than this, and so don't assume that something like this can't happen to your family, because we did, and we were wrong.
Now, Fairfax County officials also reiterated that same message tonight. They said while this data is encouraging, the number of families impacted by opioid overdose remains far too high. Board-certified Dr. Neil Kumar told me increased education, awareness, and access to Narcan likely contribute to the decrease.
While it is encouraging to see this drop, it's also important to remember that this does not guarantee further decreases going forward from this year. So there still is a lot of opioid deaths and a lot of people going to the emergency room for overdose-related visits. So it's still something to be cautious about.
Now, Fairfax officials today also said that opioid overdose number for non-fatal overdoses, emergency room visits, that decreased as well. But they said fentanyl, that is the opioid that continues to contribute to both fatal and non-fatal, the most overdoses in Fairfax. Jim, Angie.